Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys. And he'll get it just across the 25.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
59, Mike to 59. Drop deep, drop deep.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. 51 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Now back to throw. And to the tight end here, Safarian Jenkins. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my...
That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
11.
Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Going deep downfield for Ross. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Here we go. You go tight.
Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, let's get this. Mike 54. Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 22 yards there, a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
He'll drop to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devontae Freeman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cowboys
Here we go.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go, here we
About
go.
set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50-yard line.
Speed grip,
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
No running room for Zeke on 1st down, as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
All right, T, let's turn. All right, T.
This is Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Good job.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Maher was 6 of 7 from 50-plus as a 29-year-old rookie, including a Cowboy record 62-yarder, and he's able to knock this one through from distance as well.
Remember, 4 years in Canada, kicked in all kinds of conditions, gives a guy a lot of confidence coming to the NFL.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 17-0 our score after one. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious. There came the points.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Get ready. Get ready.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
In your face.
2nd and 11. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Get up, boy.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Set, ready. 60 or. Blue draw, Corker.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Hey, turn it up.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
You got nothing.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Elliott running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 yards, first down Niners. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
White.
Now Garoppolo. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 39.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 yards, 1st down Niners.
A gain of 18 on the play. And a 49er 1st down.
Here we go. 180!
56. I got it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down, Elliott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
No gain on the play. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield. And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be. Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Well, let's give some credit to the defense. They did a nice job there as they flushed him to his right. But he is able to buy some time, extend the play, and turned it into a short gain.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
56. Go, go, go.
White.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. I'm here all day.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Room here to run. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. From one end zone to the other, 101 yards. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the third quarter, and boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here at half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 9 now. And here he's got Grant. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 21. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Check, 59. I got you, pop.
Ready?
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run with Elliott. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. You can't get it.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Set, ready? 50, plant. Leo. We grip.
Now Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Here we go.
You.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. What do you need?
Wild Bill.
On first down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Get out the field, defense. Check. Press them. 11. Hey, team 6.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Garoppolo, perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
He's checking. 11.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, there's an example of patience being rewarded. Ran the ball on 1st down and got stuffed. Most people would scream, throw the ball here. In this situation, they stayed with their roots, stayed with running the football, and they got rewarded.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Garoppolo now. to the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution? That defense right there. The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here we go.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they work this out past the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They toss to Freeman. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. Touchdown, Cowboys! Devontae Freeman with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Marr now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards there and a Niner first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Time to go night night.
Get hot!
Garoppolo looks to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
Here we go. 180!
San Francisco.
It's just me.
One, Omaha. Get hot!
Now it's Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And an alley to run. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know what makes Possum Day it's time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, the pass of your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
Ace